Yo, what's up, guys? I am back with my buddy Thunder Blunder 777. He can say hi.
What's going on, guys?
We're still on the malware program known as Skype. Yo, if you guys didn't notice, last video when Blunder was actually saying bye, he couldn't even get it in.
Yeah, that's the power. That's the power of Skype. This is my favorite program.
It used to be my favorite program until
Actually, my favorite program is
PO.
Pokemon Online.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait, we had PO. Hold on.
My favorite program is Pokemon Online.
PO was a program. Hold up, that wasn't a web client. That was a program. That was a program among programs.
Pokemon Showdown, take notes.
But yeah, guys, I have this mini series going on with my buddy Blunder where we're talking about relevant mons in the OU tier. And yesterday we talked about Pheromosa. If you guys want to check that out, I'll probably link it in the description. Otherwise, it's like one of the most recent videos on my channel, so you can just go check it out yourself. Today we're going to be talking about Mega Metagross. Before we get into it, I just want to say, if you guys want to check out some Beach Boost merchandise, it's down below. It's available till March 30th. Why don't you go ahead and take Metagross away, buddy, and I'll just, again, just chime in, whatever.
Okay, so I think Metagross is the best mon in the tier right now. Probably, I think it's broken too. I mean, I think a decent amount of things are broken, but like Metagross, I think is just stupidly hard to deal with. It's basically the reason we've seen like a increase in Scizor usage, because it's like a few things, and I guess Scizor defogs, but like it's not even that good at defogging. It's just like no one would use Scizor if Metagross wasn't a thing, and I'm like 100% sure like that's the case.
Well, I mean, at least defog Scizor is what you say, right?
It's just like even then, like Scizzor's like not that good in the meta. It's just nice because Metagross is so stupidly hard to. Nothing beats Metagross besides like Scizor, dude.
Yeah, it's true. If you guys didn't know, well, you should know by now if you're following Sun and Moon, but the auto speed boost that Megas get this generation has pushed Metagross over the edge. Previously being slower than, you know, offensive Landorus and mons like that, Metagross can now Mega Evolve that turn, get the speed, and I think another thing that also makes Metagross great is the fact that it has clear body prior to Tough Claws.
Yeah, because Landorus already has like 60% usage.
Exactly. So it can't intimidate you. You can just Mega Evolve, turn one, get your Tough Claws Ice Punch off, and knock it out. Just straight up knock it out.
It's not even a good check regardless, because Meteor Mash plus Ice Punch kills Landorus even with Intimidate. Like the main cores you see right now are like Landorus, Ferrothorn, Toxapex, which gets destroyed by Metagross because Hammer Arm and Zen Headbutt are staples. Its coverage is stupid. It's the reason that like I've run stuff like Helmet Tangrowth, which I don't even like Tangrowth, but like I'm forced to run Helmet, which I find inferior to Vest.
Vest is definitely better, and we'll talk about that when we cover Greninja. But
I have to run these things just for Metagross, which is stupid.
And even then, like Metagross, if it gets a crit, it can do a KO you.
Yeah, and then Meteor Mash, like it claims it has like 10% or 20% boost, but it's actually 500% boost. Like,
where you're always facing. This is one of the most annoying mons to wear down. Like actually.
It's the way everyone wears it down is they have Helmet on their Landorus and Tangrowth, or they go to Ferrothorn and they chip it. Because you don't get hits off on Metagross. That's not how it works. Like
you actually are not able to. Metagross comes in. There's like it has Bolt Beam coverage. Thunder Punch is really good, especially in this meta. You got Pokemon like Celesteela, like Skarmory.
Because everyone thought Celesteela was the only way to do it, and then like Thunder Punch does like 60 to it, and you just die.
You need to KO, and Celesteela has to run Spadef because that's how it takes on Pokemon like Tapu Lele and Greninja. Exactly, and that's another thing. Like Greninja's actually a great check to Metagross, but it can't switch in. It can't switch it on Metagross.
Like sometimes I have to do that too, and Meteor Mash still does like 60% to Greninja.
60%, exactly. If rocks are up and has Bullet Punch, it gets this nice attack raise.
Bullet Punch is annoying too. That's another thing, because Pheromosa is broken, so they all run Bullet Punch now for that thing.
Bullet Punch is a staple.
Back when like Pheromosa was on every team, it's still like really used, but it's not on every team like it used to be. I would always Bullet Punch turn one versus lead Pheromosa for like 70%. Of course. Because then rocks, if I get those up, it's a lot easier to deal with it. Yeah. But I always Bullet Punch turn one, even if they're like specs. I'll just sack it for the damage because Pheromosa is that annoying.
Yeah, it's that crazy to deal with, and like Metagross also has like it's a part of the problem is also you got to figure out its set too. Like I don't think Pursuit is as good. I think it's actually. I don't want to say a wasted slot, but it is a good way of chipping away at Lele.
That's like it though. That's like actually.
Yeah, that's actually what it does, because Latios, we mentioned prior that it doesn't have the best usage right now. Though I think it's an unexplored mon. I think there's a few mons that were previously good.
I would only run like specs or something like that.
Yeah, I run Gigavolt Havoc with like Calm Mind, something like that too. I think that could be
cool. Someone used that in SPL and won.
That's
King
clean.
of Old Havoc, yeah.
Yeah, but like Metagross again, it's just one of those mons that previously in the last generation, a lot of the ways we deal with it was it would come in on Latios. Latios would outspeed it for the first turn, get off an HP Fire or something like that.
Or a Draco, and like Draco does like 60 and so does HP Fire, so
Yeah.
like it's not even a threat. And everyone always had mons to deal with
Yeah.
it. Rotom's usage was stupid high, and they've rarely ran Zen. It was just like there was a lot of Torn usage, which was faster, stuff like that, like
Exactly, yeah.
Lopunny.
And now a lot of those mons, well, either some of those mons are not released in Lopunny's case, or their usage has just gone down like Tornadus, and that is part of other threats that we have in the team, on the tier, like
Torn's
Greninja.
really cool though.
It is a great mon. I think that if, or when Greninja goes, it'll come back, like it did.
Yeah, I've been using it a lot lately. Like I used it in SPL because it's like one of the best checks to like a lot of the offenses that run like Pheromosa plus Scarf Gengar and just like overload like that.
Yeah.
Like it's cool. I like it a lot.
Torn can actually pivot in and take everything.
Yeah, it's nice,
Yeah.
dude.
Though it does have to watch out. But like again, Metagross being Pokemon are generally good. It's not that they're ever bad, but they get better depending on how the meta's going. And with Landorus, Tangrowth, Toxapex being like the core right now, Metagross is just so good. Having Zen Headbutt, having Ice Punch, having Thunder Punch, just being able to deal with all those mons. And Tangrowth has to run Assault Vest right now. It doesn't have to, but a lot
it's
of
like
Tangrowth
way
are Assault,
better
yes.
than everything else. It's
Yeah,
way better than
because it
everything
can
else.
actually pivot in on Greninja, on Lele, depending on the sets.
Tapu Koko.
Exactly,
Tapu
Tapu
Koko's
Koko's
big,
another big one as well. Which is also another reason why Bullet Punch is pretty good on Metagross. It can pick off a weakened Koko. But like again, Metagross, you can't wear it down the way you used to in the previous gens.
It's just so many checks to it had such high usage back. Like Rotom because they didn't run Zen Headbutt. Scizor was the best Mega. Talonflame burns
Yeah,
it. Like
Talonflame was amazing.
it was just like Slowbro had gigantic usage.
Exactly,
Like,
and which you can't do now because of Greninja, because of Pheromosa,
yeah,
even
Gengar,
Mawile, Gengar. Yeah.
it's like it's just not like physical walls now. You basically have Toxapex and Landorus. Like there's no room for other shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of dumb, but
Yeah, Hippowdon doesn't have the best usage because it loses to the mons it once previously checked. Like it can't beat the electric types in the tier because the most common electric type is Koko, and even then Koko, which doesn't always run Grass Knot or rarely runs Grass Knot, can just U-turn out of there,
and then
bring in some
force it
monster.
out. And
Exactly.
Then, but if Hippo is nice in the aspect, like I actually lost to a Hippo the other day in a game, because it does bring sand, which is really frustrating for offense to deal with.
Yeah.
Because they don't prep for any anymore, so like they get worn down really quick. Like the dude I played had Rocky Helmet, Hippowdon.
Oh,
so
that's the way I use it too.
Yeah, I couldn't U-turn on him, like, because otherwise I'm taking like
Chip damage. Yep.
17%, and
Yeah.
it's like
One core I really like is actually, or one, like I guess one pair that I really like is Rocky Helmet Hippowdon plus Nihilego, because Choice Scarf Nihilego. Metagross is one of the reasons, it just where, you get the Spadef boost, helps you take on Volcarona, and Rocky Helmet's so nice because Fizdef Hippowdon doesn't get 2-hit KO'd by Metagross unless it gets the attack raise with Meteor Mash, and even then it does take one Ice Punch. So you just wear it down, and then Nihilego can just click Power Gem and potentially sweep teams. But
so cool.
yeah, it's just one of those mons that it's just really tough. Like it has amazing stats, base 150 defense, base 110 special defense. Like it's a ridiculous mon to switch into. It's really really tough
The
to wear
defense
down.
boost is dumb. It's so dumb because like you can come in on dragons like Outrage or something like a Scarf Chomp.
Take
and
nothing.
like the worst part is the mons like Scarf Landorus, which doesn't really exist anymore because if you're running Scarf Landorus, you're not running defensive Landorus.
Yeah.
And Scarf Chomp, they can't even OHKO like at all because
Yeah.
it has like 340 defense.
Yeah, they need a bit of prior
It's
damage.
hard to revenge kill.
Yeah, and again, like you said, it's really tough to get prior damage on Metagross, and in order to find out Metagross's set, you have to switch into mons, and you have to keep switching.
Yeah, that's the
And
worst part.
when
Like,
you're doing
does he have
that-
Thunder Punch? Oh, does he have
Exactly,
Hammer Arm?
exactly.
Earthquake? Stupid.
Yeah, like fatter teams, balanced teams, just get blown back. With Mawile being released, Sucker Punch is really cool to check Metagross at +2, knocks it out. But if you're running Mawile, you're not running Scizor, which is arguably the best. Which is arguably the best Metagross switching. Which is the best Metagross switching. I don't think Skarmory is the best. Stall runs Skarmory with counter for Metagross, but
it's fine. But still has Dougie, so it's
yeah,
okay.
it's also true.
Yeah, and like Skarm, it's kind of risky though because if they're Thunder Punch, it's doing like 46 each time, and it's like scary because you don't have leftovers on
You
your
can
Skarm.
get full parrot. Yeah, you have to run Shed Shell install. You can get full parrot. You can get an attack raise with Meteor Mash. Unless you're
It's just really scary.
Yep.
That mon is scary no matter what. Even if you have a Scizor, that mon is scary.
Yeah, if it gets enough
needs-
attack raises, yep.
And if there's like a rocks and spikes up and you haven't evolved yet, Hammer Arm still does like a ton.
Especially
still
because Scizor has to run U-turn now. It has to run U-turn.
It has to, yeah.
Yeah, so you come in on spikes, you're SDing up, you're just getting on out of there after. Well, Metagross got off
that's
chip
the thing. And
damage.
then you're coming right back in.
Yeah, to check it. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
A lot of ways people wear it down. Lele obviously forced it in. I think Lele is probably one of the most common mons that lets in Metagross. So I've seen Lele.
You like play aggressive and Shadow Ball or something.
Yeah,
you get
Shadow Ball's
a lot of
2 KO. Shadow Ball is a 2 KO.
easily.
Yeah, so that's one way you could play versus it. But Metagross is just one of those tough mons to deal with, and even agility. Like I've seen agility late game Metagross just straight up sweep. And it doesn't.
Yeah, I like that set lately because spikes are so good, and it's just like it's nice to keep in the back.
Exactly. You don't have to agility early on. That's the thing too. Like you could just Thunder Punch, Meteor
That's
Mash,
the
Earthquake,
thing.
everything.
Yeah, you just kill everything with your broken coverage, and then late
agility
game,
in the late game when they
late game,
switch.
like oh they have Tapu Koko and Greninja, guess I'll agility and win. Like,
Yep, exactly, exactly. Underneath the hip. But yeah, Metagross is definitely one of those mons like crazy to deal with. And
no one is like happy they're gonna run into it. Like, it's never like oh he has a Metagross, nice. Okay, this is gonna be an easy game. Like
I love using it. I hate playing it.
Playing it is like the worst feel, dude.
You can't even use defensive Landorus now, man, to check it. Because Landorus is so pressured right now.
Yeah, but everything.
Literally everything.
And then all other Landers have HP Ice on them, so you can't even use your Landers to check other Landers.
Yep,
like,
exactly. We're back in the black and white meta with HP Ice Landorus being standard, which is crazy. But yeah, Metagross is one of those crazy mons. I do want to know your thoughts. You can leave them down below. Check out my buddy Blunder. His link is down below. You can check out the Beast Boost merchandise as well. And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends. Let's see if Blunder can get him a bye. Oh, there you go. There you go. Nice Skype letting us. All right, guys. We'll see you.